Hey guys, it's Mrs. Warren, and if you're watching this, I guess you missed our chat time, and that's okay. Things happen, links sometimes won't work. Uh, but so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of quickly kind of go over what we did talk about today. Okay, so the learning target is you're going to be able to describe some classroom expectations on Zoom, and you're going to learn a little bit more about the digital notebook and how things are graded in class. So let's go ahead and get started. Remember, when you're watching these videos I make, you can pause, you can rewind, you can make little notes to yourself and for questions for later, and you can email me those questions, okay? So here we go. So Zoom meetings will occur. Unknown caller. Oh, you don't want that. Zoom meetings will occur every Tuesday and Thursdays during your class period's schedule. Okay, I got caught there. Every day is going to have a lesson in it. Every day, even if it's a Zoom meeting, there's going to be an assignment for that. That Zoom link will be in there. It'll be in an announcement. There's 4 different places that you can click on the front of your screen, and I'll show you that in a little bit. But always use the most current link that I give you. If it's next Tuesday, use the link in Tuesdays. Don't go back to today's link. Okay? So not all links are equal. When we're in a Zoom meeting, let me talk to you about some things that can happen here. Now, if someone does something inappropriate, meaning like on the video or in the chat, there's certain things that a teacher can do. Now, I don't expect that any of my students would possibly think that doing certain things are that are inappropriate on line. But just in case, I record each lesson. Okay, what happens to that recording? It goes in a file, and then I delete it at the end of the week, unless I need to use it for some reason. And it's not for public use. It's not. I don't share it with anybody. The chat. There's 2 reasons why I'm recording the chat. Number 1, same reason as I told you before. Some people make bad choices. But the second one is for attendance. So when you come on to a chat or into a Zoom, a lot of times what I'll ask you to do is put your first and last name. That way I can double check attendance because there's a lot going on. I got 3 screens at the same time that I'm talking with you guys, and I want to make sure that you are giving credit for being here. Now, that being said, if you were absent for the chat, you're good. As long as you're watching the videos, the makeup videos, and you're doing the assignment afterwards, the same night you missed it. And I'll explain more about that in a minute. Okay, so when you're in a Zoom meeting, I can disable your ability to chat or use video if something is going wrong, or I can actually take you out of the room and put you back in the waiting room. I can talk to you over there and chat with you, and then I can bring you back in if things are made clear. So I just wanted to know that there's some things that a host can do in a Zoom meeting that you cannot. Now, you're going to experiment maybe with a couple places. Maybe you've set up a really nice room that you're being focused in. When you're in a Zoom meeting, that time is precious to me because we don't get much face-to-face. I mean, it's not real face-to-face, but it's closest that we're going to get for a while. And so I need you all in. I'm all in. My phone is over there on the desk. Well, it wasn't a minute ago because I'm making this video. And I'm free of all distractions. I'm not going to take remind messages. I'm focused on my students, just as if you were here. You can use headphones. Sometimes that helps you focus more. When you're in the chat, you shouldn't be laying in bed, wrapped in a blanket, you know, laying on the floor, sit up straight, get yourself a good working environment. Any clothing that you're wearing needs to be something that you could wear to school. No inappropriate clothing, all right? Don't eat during a lesson. If you've ever watched somebody eat during a Zoom, it's really awkward. So if you're on your phone, um, have it somewhere sitting down. Have it somewhere where you can focus on it. You're not walking around with it. You're not in your car, that you're all in and ready to do some stuff. And also, get your phone out of your face, okay? Put it somewhere off to the side that every little text or email is not going to, keep you from focusing in. Same way in the classroom. Remember, this is your class. Okay, just some etiquette. Always try to get into the Zoom a little bit early to make sure it loads. I usually start it maybe 5 minutes early, so you can always check and students have enough time to troubleshoot if they need to. Do not add a nickname. I don't need monster trucks for whatever on the front of your page or your nickname that your friends call you. Be aware what's around you and showing in the camera. Okay. Yeah. All right. So there's different ways to communicate with me. So if I have you on mute, okay, which I will usually at the beginning, and you have there's places in the participants. There's a place to raise your hand as you show in the video right there. You can type out a question. Never do anything in a Zoom room that you wouldn't get in trouble with in class. If you do it online on the camera, you're going to get in trouble for it as if you were here. Okay? And never take pictures of the Zoom room, okay, with your camera. If you want to take a picture of the screen, please ask me first, just like you would do in a classroom. Chat expectations, as I said before, they're automatically saved. You can use the chat to ask private questions just to me. And please keep the chat to related to the lesson. Okay, when you go to now we're going to talk about stuff on Canvas that I give you. When you go to these lessons, these online lessons, read all the directions first. Don't click on the first link that you see. If something doesn't work, you're not allowed to quit. That's not an excuse. If something isn't working, you need to contact me. Remind is the fastest. Usually I'm a little slower reacting to emails and Canvas inbox ones. Use Remind. Please sign up for Remind. The code is on the front of my Canvas page. Your answers need to be given in complete sentences because I can't physically talk to you all the time when you're doing an assignment. What you give me is all I have. So please explain yourself as thoroughly as possible. Don't skip around. Okay, if you have a question, you ask. If things get really bad and you need to Zoom with me privately or need me to give you a phone call, I can do that. I need to get your parents' consent first, but that is always a possibility. Okay, this is the game changer, so listen very closely. You don't have all week to finish any one assignment. You have to finish it the day it's given, okay? If you do not, you will be marked absent. You can still do that assignment, just if you were, it's like makeup work, but you won't get credit for being in class that day. That goes for Zoom, as well as days that you are working on an assignment at home on your own. All right? If you have more questions, please ask. Now you have up to midnight for those assignments as well, because they go out at midnight the day of, 12 o'clock or like 12:01 a.m. and they're there until 12 the next day. They're there for 24 hours. When it comes time to put stuff into Canvas or into Teams, give us a little bit of time. Working with Canvas is very time consuming, if you haven't guessed that already. So it's taking us a little bit longer to mark things completed, and we are on that. So we're doing and going as fast as we can, but if you need to ask a question, please do. Okay, grades. Grading guidelines are not much easier than they were. or excuse me, the same as they were last year during class, not during online, okay? Assignments need to be completed fully, just as you were in class. Remember, this is your class. That's what we're expecting. Now, let's say you miss a Zoom meeting just like now. Well, there's makeup work. So what you're doing is you are completing the assignment. You're watching the entire video. There will be a task at the end. And you're still responsible for the work if you were absent. Okay? It is in your best interest to go to each Zoom meeting. There's more explanations. There's more opportunities for me to explain in different ways or show you in different ways, okay? And there's opportunities to work with other kids. Okay, so some of the examples of cheating I saw last year online is copying from websites or other students' work, having your parents do your work. I am so happy that they are helping you. They're going through a tough time too. But they're not supposed to do your work, okay? You do your own work. You can have your parent help you, and then you put it into your own words. But at no point should your parent be typing in and completing assignments for you. Okay, so we kind of have a sixth sense about these things. Don't chance it, okay? It's pretty easy to tell if you've copied someone else's assignment. We're good at our jobs. Please don't do that. Here's the consequences. First of all, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to call your parent. I have no problem calling parents. And you may receive either a failing grade or have to redo the assignment. So not only did you get in trouble, but you also have to do the assignment multiple times. You know, it took you that much longer to do it. So not a good call. All right, guys. Let me tell you, I've had some frustrating points in the last couple weeks putting together stuff with technology. It's frustrating because not everything's going to work all the time. It's okay. All right. Talk to me. Okay. Explain to me. Let me help you. We're all going to get through this. It's going to be rough. But here's the number one thing I want you to remember is that I need you to know that I'm here to help you. Trust me. Okay? I want you to trust me. I'm your teacher. That's what I do. I mean, I've been doing this for over 25 years. And right now, this is what you should be thinking. Wow, she looks so young. Okay. But I've been doing this a long time. And if I didn't like helping kids, why would I be in this job? I mean, I don't want to be somewhere I'm miserable all the time. I love my job. I didn't figure out, it didn't really hit me how much I miss being in front of students until all this started. I mean, I always loved my job, but I was like, wow, they're the magic that makes everything happen. So, it's pretty awesome to have my job, but right now all I can do is wait until you ask for help. So trust me to ask for help. You're not bothering me. You're not bothering me. Okay, enough about that. All right, let me show you a digital notebook. This is just a quick look at a digital notebook that we've put together. You will not have a physical notebook anymore. It's just too difficult. This is going to be available for you on Canvas. It will be updated by me. I didn't want to throw a bunch of technology at you to create your own at first. So I am going to create it for you. Okay? So as soon as it comes up, it's going to appear in Canvas like this. Okay, and in this notebook, you can turn the pages just like a regular notebook. We've got a table of contents. We have a tab. It'll take you straight to the atlas. Got all kinds of maps in here. Okay, over here on the side, there are tabs. Our first lesson on Tuesday about history is going to be on this push-pull side. Okay, so here I'm going to put notes, and I'm going to put video, and I'm going to put pictures, and I'm going to put links. and everything that you need